Raise your hand if you recognize this sound. Pika pika!
What is that hand?
Well, if you have, that's the Pikachu, the TV star. Well, I'm not going to be talking about the Pokemon TV show or the Pokemon card game. I'm going to be talking about the Pokemon video game. More specifically, the structure of the game. It's mainly composed of 1, the gyms, 2, the evil teams, and 3, the Pokédex. So you play as a trainer, a person who has friends as Pokemon, and you use them and battle to beat other people. So before I get to my first topic, I need to explain the types or they will make no sense. There are 17 types of Pokemon. Some Pokemon have 2 types, some Pokemon have 1 type. There are types you can guess, like normal, ghost, ground, fire, that sort of obvious things. So now to the 8 gyms. They each have their own type, which means they each use a certain type of Pokemon. So if there's an electric type gym, they'll use Pikachu because Pikachu is an electric type Pokemon. After you take them on and win, you take on the Elite Four, which is basically a challenge which gets harder and harder. They each, like the gyms, have their own type. As a final challenge, you battle the champion, who doesn't have a specific type. They can have fire and water instead of just one. Next is the evil teams. Well, as you can tell from the name, they're actually evil. So there are a variety of them. It really depends what game you're playing. There's Team Rocket, there's a Team Plasma, there's a Team Galactic, and they each have different ambitions. Like Team Rocket, for instance, they want to take over the world. Like, it's kind of classic. And Cyrus is a little deeper. He actually is using Team Galactic as a tool to make a new world of stuff. It's really deep. So as part of the story, luckily, you stop them. The last and definitely not least part is the Pokédex. You have a secondary mission is to complete the Pokédex. There are 2 types, the regional and the national. For the regional, which you get before beating the champion, you only have to see 150 of the 649 Pokemon Pokédex. After you beat the champion, however, you get the national, which has all 649. But if you're playing a game that's not black and white, you'll have different numbers, like 493. The numbers are all the Pokemon that you made up to that time. Now, the national is really hard to complete since you have to catch 649 Pokemon, and I've never done it. It's really, really hard. Now, of course, there are hidden Pokemon that you don't really have to get. Arceus and Keldeo, they have their own event where you can get them from an event which happens during a certain time period, but if you miss it, you don't have to get it. But in the next game series, you'll have to get them too in the National Pokédex. Some examples of those are Arceus and Keldeo. Maybe I shouldn't have said that because that's actually a spoiler. Nice to know all about the structure of the Pokemon video game, the gyms, the evil teams, and the Pokédex. You're more knowledgeable when it comes to Pokemon. So when anyone asks you about Pokemon this or Pokemon that, you won't be confused and go say, what?